Hey everybody, welcome back to SeaTech. And as promised, we're gonna check out the nether. Now, I'm pushing back doing like Omega Craft, the power mod, to increase my output, but I figured it's worth it. I did search the nether to find a nether fortress, because I didn't think you guys want to see me wander around a mostly unmodded nether aimlessly for probably like an hour. Now, the fortress is fairly close to my portal, but I happened to go in the opposite direction than where it was to begin with, so oh, excuse me. So yeah. Anyways. So quick little story. Have you ever met that person and you're like, man, you know what? With every fiber of my being, I hope they get exactly what's coming to them. Cause but because you can't do anything about it, and they're gonna sit around and get away with, pretty much manipulating and using everybody around you to get what they want, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. And then it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like watching your best friend like hook up with the girl you had a crush on your entire life, and then having to move in and live with them. like, like that's kind of like it's kind of like how I see it. Like, I don't even understand how people can be so disgusting. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, they have to be getting paid for it. Like, you have to get paid to be an awful person, because I mean, I can see it being slightly entertaining for a short amount of time, but manipulating. I mean, I guess if you're manipulating old people to get their SSI checks or some crap, then I guess I kind of understand. I guess the money would be in it, or, but it's so piggish. Like, I just can't believe it. Like, really, just can't believe it. I absolutely hate my life. But anyways, so I'm fully kitted out in like diamond armor, diamond sword, diamond pickaxe with efficiency. I got my dank knoll, but I probably ain't gonna need it for this run because I'm not really doing a bunch of tunnels and junk. I got my repair talisman. I made 3 alchemical bags, which I left this up here to go over the recipe. It takes the high covalence dust, which I think is a diamond and iron, and then wool, and then an alchemical chest, a diamond and coal. Alright, and you get 40 of them. I already have it in my transmutation table, so I did it that way. And then you just change the color of the wool to get different bags, or... I mean, I changed the color of the wool. I think you can either change the color of the wool or dye the bag afterwards, maybe. I'm not really sure. Um, these are just the 3 colors of wool I had in my transmutation table already. So there's no hidden meaning or reason why I chose brown, white, and red. It's just the dye I had immediately on hand. So so yeah, it's not like a football team or a country or something. It's just, you know, just random, just the colors that were made available to me right off the bat. Because if I really had to choose, I would have picked a blue one probably, and a green one obviously, probably lime green, because that's just how I am. Anyways, the goal of this is to find any lootations we can find. A wither skeleton skull or something EMCable that is wither related. Are we frozen right now? Okay. We are frozen right now, but it's okay. We're better. And get a blaze rod and some nether wart. I already got most of the stuff that spawns in this dimension, mining wise. I don't understand. Time out, guys. I'm out. That could be a problem. Um, I got so discouraged looking for another fortress that I turned my render distance like way up. And it did crash the game once, but it's fine. We're good. We're good. No worries. Now, another thing I want to apologize for is I always turn my brightness up to max. Always. And for some reason I didn't do it on this one. So, like, it took me until It took me to get to the nether to realize that, so I do apologize. There's too many. Alright, it's fine. We got one. It has an EMC value. It's fine. I would love to farm them, but we don't need to. I have a large amount of EMC. I would like to... We're gonna get everything we need right now. Oh crap, I'm almost dead. I am dead. Oh, I didn't even realize it. Like, I really didn't even notice my health was low. It mustn't have healed from the last... when I was fighting the blazes. Do you know what? I blame the health and food bar on this. I like the... I don't want to say I like. I am used to having the little hearts and the little meat legs. I'm used to that. And as I encourage change when it's in a positive... I encourage change when it's in a positive direction. I don't really care if it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So, like, in this situation, you know, in a lot of cases, change is good. But in this situation, it's just something new to get used to that isn't necessary. That's my opinion. Now, I realize a red flashing health bar is pretty easily distinguished from, you know, all the hundreds of other video games I played, but it's just, you know, I've been doing Minecraft for so freaking long now. I literally, you know, it's you know, the hearts and the meat legs. That's just how it is, you know? So, I mean, that's just the way it is. Hopefully we can find at least one chest. I would like to find at least a wither skeleton skull, and nether wart would be nice, but I think I might have I think there was some sneaky way of getting it without actually getting it. Don't quote me, because I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. Run through. Don't look. It's fine. Oh, and I made this magnet too. It's lapis, redstone, and iron. Nothing too revolutionary. It's very nice to have, though. I'll give it that. Excuse me, man. It's irritating. That's really irritating, to be honest. Like, when I don't smoke, I get more of a cough than when I do. Like, that's weird, right? Like, that's weird. I said it's probably that my body's like, you know, what are you doing breathing, you know, semi-clean air? That's not normal. That's not like you. That's kind of like my opinion on why that comes to be. Another reason is I think, like, the more time you spend away from smoking, it starts to, like, your lungs start to eventually heal. And I think it gives, like, and the process causes, like, a sensation. Like, I think it's, like, every 7 years or so of not smoking clears out, like, 1 year of smoking. So, I mean, like, if I quit, like, completely cold turkey, no more starting today, and I mean utterly, like, zero, and by the time I'm dead, I would pretty much erase the fact that I smoked. Unless, of course, I get, like, hit by a bus or something. I mean, if something like that happens, then, you know, who really knows, right? But, yeah. Enough talking about depressing stuff, like smoking and death, and people being obnoxious, self-righteous, manipulating pigs. And let's talk about something else. So, I was thinking about discontinuing this because I still haven't found sugarcane, and I thought there was no way to get oil in the world. I found out a way to get oil. So now all we gotta do is get sugarcane, and I'm not gonna do the AFK fishing thing. I will be there for an eternity, and even though I have no life and I waste a lot of time already, that's not a way I want to waste it. So I think I'm gonna cheat in a piece of sugarcane and throw it to the EMC table. I'll do it on camera. I don't really care. Like, in this current situation, I think it is, for as long as I've searched for it, and as far as I searched for it, I think that's a fair compromise. I mean, it's sugarcane, not nether stars, you know, or diamonds or whatever. I'm not cheating in, like, you know, Omega Craft armor or whatever this mod pack is that has the super OP, can take a blast from a tank armor set. Which, once again, it's the same mod that was in Janky Skyblock, and we're not doing it. I mean, we might. I might. Maybe I'll... Oh, wait, we got these? When do we get these? They don't have a thing. Let's see. Wither... Is somebody shooting at me? Oh, the Wither Skulls don't have a thing either. Whoa, man. Just stand back. I don't got no money. It's like, I don't care. This is my turf. You're wearing the wrong gang colors today. Take off your shirt all nice and slow-like and pass it over here. No, I heard stories, like, I am, like, super down on gangs. Like, I think gangs are, like, a super coward's way out. Like, if they're doing some, like, virtuous thieves rebellion kind of thing, then okay. But if, you know, you give an excuse to act like a bunch of thugs, then that's what you are. You're a waste. So that's my opinion. So I don't want to deal with those guys. No point. There's no reason I should have to deal with those guys right now. Not a single treasure chest. No nether wart. No wither skeletons. In which that's going to be a pain too. I think we're going to set up an enchantment table and get, like, looting and Vorpal or whatever it's called. That drops more heads. Because last time I did this in Janky Skyblock, it took a little while. Even with the mythical sword of way too many enchantments on my side. That's what I named it. It was like an emerald sword that had, like, 8 enchantments. I called it the mythical sword of way too many enchantments or something. Whatever would fit in the bar, it still kind of sounded good. There's a chest. Is that my death chest? No, I don't think that is my death chest. So that means we're in a new area. That's cool. What was I saying about gangsters? Oh yeah, I heard rumors that... Now, I've been to a couple cities, but I never had the pleasure of meeting, like, any of the big name gangs. Like, anybody that's, like, you know, people know on the streets. You know, ooh, that's pretty much what I'm looking for right there. But now I lost my train of thought. Oh, I heard that if you're wearing, like, blue, and the other team, it's like a game. If the other guys, well, they're all gonna kill each other. That's cool. And the other guys go and run into you. They can, like, tell you to, like, take off your shirt or turn it inside out or something. Because if you don't, they'll, like, shank you in the streets. Apparently that's, like, a thing. Now, like I said, I've never encountered it, so I don't know if it's true or not. And I wouldn't worry too much. You're kidding me, right? You're freaking kidding me. Oh, that's twice. Well, at least I stored my experience before doing all this. That's what I get for trying to talk about nonsense while playing. No, well, you guys wanted another adventure, and this is pretty much what it is. I have diamond armor. It's the wither. It's the withering effect that's getting me. I don't know if I have a ghast here, and I've seen a ghast, but I don't want to tangle with him until I get a bow, and, you know, armor would be nice. Don't you look at me. You do not want to shoot down here on my one thick bridge. And, okay, that's fine. I can build new stairs. That's okay. Now, I did hang out with, like, a biker gang of sorts. Um, actually, well, yeah, one biker gang. I mean, I usually tell people two different ones, but the other, I don't really know about the other one being like a hangout session. It just kind of like showed up. It wasn't like we weren't really palling around together. But I actually partied with a biker gang once, and they were, I don't know, a lot more tame than expected. They can drink too. Like they can put it away, man. Like I was worried. Like I thought they could outdrink me. Well, there was actually a couple occasions the one outdrank me, but why are you here? I gotta go. You're gonna get me. Uh, under normal circumstances, I used to be a pretty good drinker, but these guys, man, it's like they did it as their job. Yeah. Um, I kind of had like the feeling like they were trying to like recruit me in a sense, but they wouldn't really tell me what their goals were, or they wouldn't really tell me what they stood for or what they were trying to accomplish. So, I was like, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but, I don't join people without, knowing what I'm joining. It's like all this stuff going on in the world now. Everyone's like, oh, this is true because the shiny little TV screen tells me it is. The freaking, well, I can't really say much because in my situation I am so freaking trapped that I pretty much have to believe what I'm told and mostly do what I'm told. Like they screwed me over pretty good. Not in a good way, but pretty good. And there's too much crap. Like, what you need is food, water, and warmth, exercise, a little bit of entertainment. Some the necessities, and then yeah, there are some other things that'd be nice to have and nice to get, but there should be a limit. You know, I'm not saying have a dictatorship, although in my eyes, the way I see things and the way I'm treated, I would say we're pretty close to a dictatorship already. But what do I know? Even as I mean, I traveled a decent amount, but I can't really say I'm worldly. So I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I'm talking about this on YouTube. If I say anything that somebody doesn't like, I'll probably get chloroform to throw to the van. Nah, no, I'm not all like conspiracy theorist kind of guy. Like, I try to be realistic, but I mean, I have certain problems and certain questions that I will never get answers to I have certain things that happened in my life that I will never know the answer to. And I'm not too upset about some of it. The stuff in the past is pretty much in the past. But, I kind of think, as a citizen of the government, of the world, of the country, of the governing body of whatever it may be, I think we all have, if our best interest is in their hearts, we should all have a right to know absolutely everything we want to know at any given time. Like, who's treating our people what way, who's making our people do certain things, how we can counteract it, how all of us could come together to alter the state of things. But the people in charge, obviously, I know, I'm probably breaking a lot of hearts here. It's like telling you guys Santa Claus don't exist. They obviously don't have our best interest at heart. Like, at least in my point of view, from what I see in the world, my best interest, our best interest, the best interest of normal working class people, they're not at heart. It's not what they have at heart. Only time they think of us is, is there a way we can tax them more without them, finally snapping and, burning down the local Walmart. Nah, I won't ever be allowed back in Walmart. It's fine with me, Spend less money to the big corporations. Spend more money for little corporations and less product. But at least my money would be maybe going to better use. That part's questionable. But I think everything should be public knowledge. Like, everything that, if there's any money at all being taken for taxes, you should know exactly where every single penny goes on the spot. There shouldn't be like, oh, it's going back for this, it's going back for that. Like, no, bullcrap. It's going back so some random loser that's, too lazy to work for himself can pay for his son to go through college. And I'm not saying that like, a working father has his kid and he's trying to work to put him through college and he's just lazy. I'm saying like the people that already have millions of dollars are buying their sons, jet skis with our taxpayer money. Now, what was that song? The gold-plated jet ski? I don't remember. But it's like I said, I'm doing a lot of talking, but I can't change it in real life. And me talking about it on here ain't gonna change it. If you read my new bio, which I kind of changed up my layout on my YouTube a little bit, I said this is pretty much my my free therapy session. This is how I can talk about how much bullcrap and embarrassment our race has become to, I wouldn't even say like the planet. I wouldn't say to an embarrassment. Well, yeah, probably an embarrassment to your god of choice. But, like, embarrassment to each other. Like, that's the truth of the matter. Help our fellow man. Yeah, right. Help yourself. Help the people that, are super close to you, or the people you're forced to help. It's not help everybody. It's not help everybody that needs help, or help everybody that deserves help. It's help whoever you feel like helping that might benefit you. In which having a relationship, a symbiotic relationship where, the parasite, would it be it'd be a symbiote, right? Yeah, a symbiote would, benefits as much as the host, then that's one thing. But, if you have one person constantly using another person, that's wrong. In which, I try talking about this stuff, and my situation, I have a hard time, it's like this. I try not to judge people. Like, I preach all the freaking time that you should get to know somebody before you judge them. But then, every once in a while, I catch myself doing it. Like, every once in a while, I'll walk past somebody on the street, and I'll automatically have thoughts like, oh, that guy's a freaking drug addict, you know? And I'm like, why am I thinking like that? You know, I don't know that guy. And even if I did know that guy, and even if he was a drug addict, it's not like I've never done a drug in my life. So, why do I think that way? Because that's not how I want to be. Uh, it's something that's hard to control. You don't want... I try to hold myself to the same standard I hold other people, but every once in a while, I see myself kind of drifting away from that standard. And I I can't really blame me. Like, sometimes I can. Sometimes it's just the world we grew up in, and it's not right. The big problem is, when do we take a stand? When do we go and be like, you know what? That's enough. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of, having 30 different car dealerships that all sell overpriced vehicles when we could have, not 20 different car dealerships and have like 3 car dealerships and have, a couple really good vehicles instead of a ton of crap ones that just look good. Or, everyone come together and start locally sourcing food. So instead of sucking down high fructose corn syrup and pigging out on carbs and fat, we can have a lot more, better sustenance for our people. In which, that could be a bit of a pipe dream, but I can guarantee, I would guarantee, I would bet on it, that if we put more of our energy and put more jobs into, farming and agriculture and food production, instead of making 40 different Barbie Corvettes for, Paris Hilton. I don't know who Paris Hilton is. I just know she's famous. So, Paris Hilton, I'm sorry if you watch my YouTube video, leave a like and a comment, and don't take any offense to anything I say, because I'm judging you without knowing you, like the exact thing I hate doing. But I mean, yeah, I would say there would probably still have to be. I don't think high fructose corn syrup would be taken off the market. I don't think it would cease to exist. But I think it would be a lot more easily supplemented for healthier choices if healthier foods were made cheaper. Through producing more of them. But what do I know? That's just it. What do I know? I'm just a stupid kid. Well, I'm not even a stupid kid anymore. Now I'm a stupid freaking adult. Barely graduated high school. Traveled around a little bit. I have no friends. I have no reasonable family. What do I know? I'm an island. I don't even have a freaking coconut tree. I'm a pile of sand that gets constantly washed away by the ocean. That's what I am. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my rant. Sorry that it was a pretty uneventful time, because, well, the nether's pretty unmodded, but next episode, we will be doing the Power mod, and we will be getting more into the Omega Craft mod, for sure. As you can see, I've been getting Silent Mechanism oil, but there is an actual machine that makes the oil. But we're 30 minutes deep. I wanted this to be a little bit on the shorter side, because I knew it was going to be kind of boring. I was going to cut it off about 25 minutes, but I got to divulging information about crap that I can't change. But so, thanks for watching, and catch you guys next time.